Hey everyone, my name is Hans. I'm the head of growth for Wizza, where we help you do prospecting a whole lot faster. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do lead generation using LinkedIn Sales Navigator and some advanced search options and filters that you have there in combination with Wizza. So let's get started and let's dive right in. So let's dive in right here. Most important part that you'll be using for lead generation is this one, where you can actually start searching for leads. I think that makes sense. But I'll also show you some things on how to use accounts and how to use account lists for lead generation. Now, I did a bit of a search earlier where I was looking for sales leaders, but as you can see, there's still a really big amount of people that fit that description, who fit those filters. So it's time for me to filter down on that a little bit, because in the end, the more specific you can be, the better. And it's really important that you know which people are the ideal fit for what it is that you're offering, your service, your product. Now, there are quite a few filters you can choose from. So in our case, let's go with just people in the United States. As you can see, that already filters it down a bit. Another important thing to touch on with most of these filters here, you can also use them for exclusion. So imagine the United States would be important to us. However, we have some restrictions when it comes to New York. I've worked with clients who weren't able to serve the New York area, for example, for various reasons. So you can then exclude those, meaning that people in the New York area, they are not going to appear in your search here. Then the company one is not something you'll use a lot unless you're doing account-based marketing. You're really going after one specific company. There's a lot of industries that you can choose from. You're not just bound by the ones that you see here, but you can also start searching for other ones. For us, let's go with automotive. That is a niche or an industry that I haven't looked at, and will be interesting to explore that one for lead generation. Company headcount, the numbers behind here are the numbers of the number of prospects matching your current filters who are in companies with these headcounts. So let's go after companies with a headcount of 11 to 50 people. Or if you're saying, listen, those are the type of companies that are too small for us, then you can go for larger companies. Maybe you want to exclude certain industries. And same goes for seniority levels or functions. You can include or exclude. The way that is the most relevant to use for lead generation. Imagine that these 34,000 are all relevant to us and we're going after these people. Then maybe we want to target these people in the automotive industry, but then after that we want to target them in more or less a similar industry, maybe in the insurance industry. Now, the way that LinkedIn is indexing things, the way people have set up their companies, there could be overlap there. So people who are in the automotive industry, because they work for a company that sells car insurance, for example. So then what is important, that we start excluding the automotive industry, and that way you're not going after the same people twice. So this way we'll know, okay, this is a fresh search of people. Then if you want to start exporting these people, it is important to narrow down your search even more, to narrow it down to 2,500 people. So let's go after some specific titles. Maybe we're going after sales managers. And as you can see, there are quite a lot of suggestions here. What is important to know is that these are keyword based. So if I'm going after the sales manager, then automatically I'm also finding the sales marketing manager. So there's no need to have a list of 20 titles in here. Sales manager gets me the sales marketing manager, sales and marketing manager. And as you can see, it's quite of a broad match that is throwing up. And right now we are at 1,600, which is great for our purposes. What you'll want to do is you want to save this search. Maybe you want to dive in later to go back and find some information on these prospects. Maybe you'll want to perform the same search but for a different industry. So you no longer have to set everything up. You just simply hit save search and you give it a name. Then the alert frequency, this means that people update their jobs, or they significant events happen, and LinkedIn will push you updates on those. If you set it to never, you will no longer receive those updates, or you can just daily receive updates on people switching jobs, which could be a really good trigger for you to then pitch your service saying, hey, congrats on your new function. Maybe this or that service is really relevant to you to make an immediate impact and to hit the ground running at your new job. So let's set that up to daily, and then we can really keep a finger on the pulse there. So now we have our list of 1,600 people. We want to export these people and reach out to them in order to actually generate leads from there. We'll start doing that using cold email. For that, we need to export the professional email of these people. We'll simply name the list. I will name this sample list. In just minutes, our list will be finished and everything will be downloaded. And this is what a list looks like. You're provided with the email status, which is either valid, risky, or not found. Then there's the actual email, the full name of the person, first name, last name, their title, the company that they're with, location, a link back to their LinkedIn URL, company LinkedIn, and the actual domain of that company. So as you can imagine, that gives you a lot of information to start generating leads. Now we know that these people are an ideal fit for us and for our service. We have their email address, so now we can start reaching out to them. And all of that took me less than 5 minutes to get started. And I'm sure you can make the same thing work for you as well. So there you have it. That is how you generate leads using Wizza. If you haven't gotten started with Wizza yet, make sure you head over to wizza.co or to our main page if you're on our blog right now, where you can claim 20 credits for free, 20 credits email 20 valid emails, and you can get started right away with generating leads.